Hold up. It's that boy G-Planz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall, some say he's a man.
A more southern girl here in Houston. You get a more like fucking. You go, and you try to date a Houston chick. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be about that bread. She don't give a fuck how she getting it. You know what I'm saying? She a sedity ratchet.
You think so?
That's exactly what it is. She a sedity ratchet. See, I done dated the Houston girls. You know what I'm saying? I done dated Dallas girls. But I feel like here you get a little bit more southern hospitality.
I think for me too with Dallas, I like the black-owned business. Not they're not in Houston, but I like the way the city has grown. Like the entrepreneurs, the millennials in Dallas, like are very progressive. I feel like it's a very
but that's worldwide though. You know what I'm saying?
That's the change of it being home. Like I like that feeling of it being home and seeing that growth is like very inspiring to be a part of.
Yeah, but like
outside of anything, or men or women, like I feel like Dallas has grown in the right direction.
Like leaving and coming back. Like I wasn't home for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I left for college. Went to Northwestern, went to UTSA, moved to Houston, moved back to New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same shit.
But it's not
like it's really the same. Not. Like I don't feel no difference. Like I come back home,
you go to
like
the same spots.
You know what I'm saying?
Goes to the same spots.
But it's the same shit.
You go to Ratchet.
It's the same shit. Deep Ellum.
You like
shit is the same shit. We just went this past weekend and it was the same shit.
No, every place in Deep Ellum is not ratchet. You like ratchet places. Dallas, but not even the ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? You like ratchet.
If I'm looking for a good time and I want to be around a bunch of black people that's actually dancing and not fucking talking, yeah, I'm gonna go to the fucking black shit. You know what I'm saying? But you everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? Like out here, it's gonna be this or it's gonna be that. You're not gonna get no good ass mixed crowd that's playing good music where black people gonna want to stay there the whole time. Point blank.
Back in the day, I used to go to Stone Trail in North Dallas.
Oh yeah, see, but what you told us Stone Trail, that's for the old women. You was looking for old women. That's what you get out of Stone Trail. I done been to Stone Trail too. You know what I'm saying? And I went there for probably somebody's 40th birthday, but it was a damn good time. You know what I'm saying? You had the dancing going on there.
But you like ratchet stuff. You know you like ratchet.
You're not gonna get no right now.
Jazz took me to JJ's in Arlington. That is like the most ratchet.
It is ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
Place.
But that was my first time being there. The time we went, that was my first time. I was going there because somebody else told me to go.
I was accosted by a 60, 70-year-old dude.
You're not gonna get no purgatory right now in Dallas. Period. I don't give a fuck where you go. The closest thing you had to that was the Den, and that shit shut down.
Yeah. So you saying Dallas?
Uptown, the only place you got out there for black people right now, Uptown is Harris House of Heroes, and they popping right now. You know what I'm saying? They getting out of business. Taste is dead.
So to you,
dead. Just went to Taste last weekend. Dead.
I don't really go out anymore. I don't even drink. So
I mean,
but Dallas still the same to you.
It is not the same.
It's still the same.
I don't think it is, but I'm from the outside looking in.
Yeah, Jazz likes to go to the same places with the same
I done been to them all.
Experience.
You know what I'm saying?
Ratchet experience.
I done been to it all.
I try to take Jazz to like a place with classy people, and she's like,
no, because I done been places with classy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything. If I'm looking for this crowd, I'm gonna go here. If I'm looking for that crowd, I'm
I like
here.
ratchet stuff.
If I'm looking for a guaranteed good time, I'm going where the black big booty bitches are.
Straight up. So that's your preference?
Preference.
Well, that's why. That's what she looking for.
You know what I'm saying?
She's looking for that kind of
but
thing.
If I'm not looking for that, if I'm going out to, you know what I'm saying, like enjoy a night out with my girl or something like that, that's different. You know what I'm saying? We probably not gonna go to where it's gonna be a guaranteed good time. We gonna go to where we can actually hear each other talking, you know what I'm saying, and have some drinks. But shit, no, it's the same.
But Dallas can give you have.
It's so many places.
You have access to it.
So much access to different.
You have access to any mood you think about in Dallas. You can do it.
Okay, but
you can't do that in too many other cities.
So you can't. So what cities you talking about? You can't do that in?
Well, based on what we talk, you say Houston. Well, you can. You can do it in Houston too.
Oh yeah,
but it's all about what
you
are attracted to, right? If you're attracted to places that are more ratchet or whatever, that's the experience you're gonna get. But if you want to go to somewhere
But
where
I'm saying,
not
it's
ratchet,
been the same
then
though.
if you don't
Exactly.
like those kind of experiences, of course you're not gonna enjoy.
But I'm just saying, but back then you could go to the ratchet places and you can go to the places not ratchet, and it's the same shit.
It's different people. More people move to Dallas. Millions of people move to Dallas. So it's completely
And it's
different.
still the same shit.
So we go say old.
You
Dallas
can't
versus
change the
new
culture of
Dallas.
Dallas. You're not gonna change it.
How the music?
Dallas
But
is
so okay, so the music has for sure changed. 'Cause
Culturally,
back then
the
when I was
arts,
growing up, everything was a dance.
You
know
can
what
go
I'm
to
saying?
places like So Far, Dallas, and then they have like music events. Like there's so much in the arts with black arts in Dallas that it's ridiculous. Like if you really want to go and experience those things.
But those things have been there. Just because you just now being exposed to it don't mean it wasn't always there.
They hadn't always been there. When we were kids, So Far, DFW was not around.
They had black art stuff when we was growing up.
It's
That's just
different
worth
now,
it. That wasn't
It's
what we were
different
into
now,
back
It's
then.
completely different. I've always kind of been into the arts. It's completely different. You could go on Deep Ellum and you could walk around Deep Ellum.
And
on
Deep Ellum,
every
go
other
to Deep Ellum on
Saturday.
a Saturday night.
But you don't go Deep Ellum on a Saturday night. You go
That
there
shit
during the
has
day,
changed. It
and they
ain't
have an
all
art
Deep
show.
Ellum. You thought you
And
was
they have an
gonna
art show with plenty of black-owned businesses selling soaps, lotions, crystals, everything. I mean, Dallas has completely changed. From your perspective, it hasn't. But
Deep
that is not a
Ellum,
place
Deep
that
Ellum
like
is that got ratchet, yo.
That's because they shut down Uptown, and when you shut
Exactly,
down
so that's what
one
I'm
part
saying.
of the city,
Like-
everybody goes to that part. So everybody goes to Deep Ellum,
And that's,
so it's overwhelming.
and that's just constant with Dallas, you know what I'm saying? The place that's probably been the club out here that's been the most long standing, that's probably gonna change their name 4 or 5 times, is Park Ave.
Mm-hmm.
Park Ave gonna be a guaranteed
But
goddamn
have you ever
good
been to
time.
Park Ave?
Of
Yeah.
course.
I've been to Park Ave one time.
How many times have they changed
Not
their
that-
name?
Not that I
It
feel
was
like not
Beamers.
Yeah.
Beamers
I'm just gonna say this about Park Ave is not my kind of scene personally.
Yeah.
That's just not my scene.
But
Like
I'm
I've been
saying,
one time, and I
if
probably
somebody
won't go
if
again.
somebody come into town, you know what I'm saying? Say some black females approach you and they come to town, you want them to have they like, hey, you want to have a guaranteed good time.
I would not
send them to
to
Park
Ave.
Ave.
You would not. I
You
would
send
not
them to Deep
Park
Ellum,
Ave.
they gonna be disappointed.
It's so many places you can send
Or
them.
Mr. Rich.
You can
Oh,
send
yeah,
them to
Mr. Rich.
You can send them to House of Harlow. You can send them to Deep Ellum. Actually, it's
Stars
pretty fun if you
Experience
get there on time.
Yeah, Stars Experience
From
is
Dada's to Off the Record, those are all really good places.
I'm
with some
out
great
here though.
DJs.
I'm letting you know I'm out
The
here.
Nines.
That's what
The
I'm
Nines.
saying. I'm out here.
You can send them to the
Yeah.
Nines.
Yeah.
There's so many
But
other places you can
if
send
you
them
want
to
the
Park Ave.
DJ to be consistently spinning, you know what I'm saying? You looking for a good time.
Park Ave.
Yeah, Park Ave
That's
gonna
all,
be it.
That's just
you
not my
gonna be
scene.
it.
automatic. But first, once you assess the people you're talking to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then you know where to send them, you know what I'm saying? But most girls, like, if I tell you, if you come into town, you know what I'm saying? Say they come
really
in here.
disappointed.
No, they
Where
not
they
gonna be
coming from?
disappointed. I don't give a fuck where they. If they tell me we looking to have a good time and we want to shake our ass, period. You better take your ass to Park Ave if you want to have a good time. Park Ave needs to pay me for a promo because I'm really putting y'all out there. But I'm just saying, Park Ave gonna be the
I would
spot.
not go to Park Avenue. I'm just saying.
So-
and not that I feel a way about Park. It's just not my scene. Personally.
And like I'm not a regular at Park Ave at all. What's up?
Me neither.
Yeah.
But I was saying, we talking about all this, and this is just impromptu. I just thought about since we was talking. Like, how y'all feel about gentrification that's going on in the city?
It's a good thing.
About what?
Gentrification.
Gentrification?
Yeah.
Well, gentrification is bad all around, just in general. Gentrification is a horrible thing. It's a horrible experience.
I think
it's happening in all the cities. It's happened to a lot of major cities around America, including Inglewood, all the way to the south side of Chicago, all Brooklyn, like all being gentrified. Gentrified is horrible because it displaces people, and it also moves people out illegally in many places. Which in DC they did that, and they actually got sued for moving people out illegally. And then they skyrocket the prices. They kick people out of their homes.
But
they change the education.
If it's a bad thing, how do you address change in that way, but in a good light?
How do you address gentrification? I mean, me personally, from
like, what do you think? What do you think the cities need?
The cities really need, honestly, better foundation. Like, people need to be taught how to live, how to survive, how to parent their children.
And how do you do that?
Have them take courses. I mean, you pay people for everything else. You could pay them to take courses.
It's not in school though.
Huh?
They don't talk about that in school.
Exactly.
Not come in core curriculum.
They should be though. They should be. They should be talking about finances, gentrification. Instead of the reason why gentrification is bad too, because you have people that are not even from these cities moving in skyrocketing the rent. Well, what if the people in that city were successful and they grew up in that city and they could buy those properties, they could make money, they could build their generational wealth for their families. They could change their education system around. It's ways to stop gentrification. But I personally, I'm not well versed on the ways to stop gentrification and do it in a positive way. But I think keeping the people that belong to that community in that community is very beneficial because.
But how long do you let them? How long do you allow it to be this way? After that, we want all this change. You know what I'm saying? You got. But how long do you allow it to be that way before you gentrify?
Gentrification comes overnight. They don't put programs in place before they gentrify a place. But so if you put programs in place,
there's programs in place. There's not enough of them.
And there's also programs in place to hold back a community, so it makes it easy for gentrification to happen. You think about it this way: all of the people that gentrify, we'll talk about Inglewood or Compton, for instance, or Watts. You talk about those areas in LA. Their families, white families, well, not Watts, but other areas in LA, white families used to live in those areas, so they moved out to the valley. Their kids are coming back and buying up those homes because they're not afraid to live next to, a couple of people that live in these neighborhoods. They're not afraid anymore. But it's changing the foundation of that neighborhood. And
you see that in New Orleans.
Yeah, I think
like after Katrina.
What do you think about gentrification?
I think it's good. I think it's good for the people who know about it. A large amount of black people don't even understand what it means.
Well,
because we running like we get a lot of money. Like we come up with all this money, we just not putting it in the right place.
Yeah, we not. That's
if they got the opportunity to buy it, we got it too.
Yup.
You feel me?
But how long do you allow it to go on? That's not making no change.
Let me put this onto y'all's mind because you're saying that if we have the money to do it, then why don't we do it? And we have the same access. In many cases, you do not have the same access. For DC, right. In DC, for instance, right. Overnight when Trump won, these people came in and bought the neighborhood. People didn't even know these places were for sale and what was going on. Had no clue. Not saying, and they didn't have the same access.
So they got a lot of information early.
They got information early because there's a lot of programs out here that I've just learned about, you know what I'm saying? Like me just coming back to the city, you know what I'm saying? There's so many resources out here, and I got this information from black people. Black people that are out here buying land, buying this, and they will tell you, you know what I'm saying? But even if we have to get the information from the whites. No, I'm talking about us getting money and using these resources, you know what I'm saying? But we don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But we don't use the resources that are out here, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't even know why it's not, you know what I'm saying? But it might be the mentality that's been passed down through generations, whatever it is for your family, because every black family not the same. Mm-hmm. They not, you know what I'm saying? But when you have, I don't even know, you have these hoods that are the hood, you know what I'm saying? What does it take to change the hood? It ain't gonna take no fucking program. No program ain't gonna change.
It definitely takes education. It takes a
mindset. You can put anybody in a program, but that don't mean they're gonna excel.
But it takes education. Not only educating the children, educating their parents. It does and build it's a process. It's not gonna happen overnight.
But I mean, how long? I'm saying like you can.
How long does it take? I mean,
exactly.
Like probably 10,000 kids have died in Chicago since like 2010. I mean, how long does it take?
Exactly.
That's a good question. We don't know how long it takes. But that doesn't mean that, somebody should just come over and change the whole face of the neighborhood because they have money. They were selling houses in the Inglewood neighborhood of Chicago for $1.
I heard about that.
Yes.
I heard about that.
Okay? And that is one of the roughest neighborhoods in all of America. Mm-hmm. But they were going to move all of those people out and put them in other areas of the city. And it's not like crime doesn't stop. That crime is not going to stop. It's just going to move to another area. That's it. And then the people that bought those properties are just going to be closer to downtown and make more money off the property. And the neighborhood will be good, but it's not like they're getting rid of the problem, which is crime, and lack of resources. Because a lot of kids wouldn't be killing each other if they go to the Boys and Girls Club. If they could go to school, like New Jersey did an awesome program with their kids. They keep their kids I think it's like a weekend program, but they keep the kids all night, and it's actually lowered the crime rate in Newark.
Yeah.
So there are programs that can change things. It's who's willing, where are the resources, and how are you gonna do it? What's the plan?
But it runs way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like take for instance, like you have a kid, like I feel like it runs so much deeper.
Gentrification is not another, like, let's say everybody that lives in South Dallas. Gentrification is not a bunch of Dallas, like younger Dallas people going to buy property in South Dallas and changing the face of it that way. Gentrification is when an outside entity completely changes the culture. That is restoring. They need to restore the neighborhoods. Restoration. That's what it should be about, not gentrification. Now, if you want to restore the neighborhood, that is completely fine.
It runs way deeper than that.
It does.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you have, you know what I'm saying? Like
to say gentrification is a good
thing. Neighborhood. You have a neighborhood with half of the neighborhood is fucking convicted felons. You know what I'm saying? But that goes back to, okay, the jail time where they really rehabilitated, but then they put them out on the streets and that's what I call limited resources. You know what I'm saying? When a felon can't fucking vote, or they gotta go through hoops and fucking jump off the cliff to fucking vote. You know what I'm saying? When they can't go and get a decent apartment. When you have all these companies, you know what I'm saying, that or second chance companies, you know what I'm saying, but they still at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like they being judged before they walk in the door.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest.
So I mean, like, how can you rehabilitate? Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And you put them right back into the same neighborhood where they making babies and teaching them the same damn thing. So I'm saying it runs deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
It runs way deeper than just creating a program. You know what I'm saying? You have parents that are teaching. What was the show? I just watched the show Drugs. Have y'all seen Drugs Inc. on Netflix?
I watched some of it.
So it was literally like every city they went to. They went to Chicago. They went to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of these people who was big time dope dealers was saying, "Shit, I watched my daddy cook that shit in the kitchen." You know what I'm saying? While I was growing up.
And a lot of people say it's not the life they want because most people don't want to be drug dealers. They don't have resources. So why don't we start putting jobs in the neighborhood? Teach them how to build homes. Teach them how. You teach a man how to fish, and what is the saying?
But this generation, they want it quick and easy. That's
not
the thing.
Everybody though.
They want it microwave. They want it microwave. They want money. They want clout. They want this. They want that. And they gonna do whatever fuck they gotta do to take it. Why you think these motherfuckers dancing on TikTok right now trying to get fucking 2 million followers? You know what I'm saying? They want the fucking clout, and they want it. It's easy and it's quick.
That's the assumption. But some people actually do stuff because they love it.
It's a small population because you put this in front of somebody and you put that in front of somebody, they gonna jump for the money every fucking time. People want it easy.
Not necessarily.
They want it easy, I'm telling you.
Not necessarily.
Shit, you give anybody a mic and be like, you got a record deal, you go sign a fucking, Rockefeller or whatever the fuck it is. You sign it to them today. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never what they planned on doing in their entire life, but they gonna go make that motherfucking money. If it's there.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the assumption.
That's what I'm saying. People want it quick and easy.
If you watch those shows, a lot of people say this is my last resort. This is something that I don't want to be doing. They really don't want to be in those places. But maybe if you did teach them how to make money the proper way or the better way or whatever, they would do that.
I mean, you can't glorified too, though.
It has been glorified in the rap industry. I mean, let's be real. First of all, rap. I listen to rap music. But let's talk about how the power of the tongue is so mighty. People always want to talk about how rap music they're just saying what they know and what they've always seen. That still doesn't make it right. I mean, rap music literally has caused destruction in the black community. To me, it's teaching girls how to be prostitutes, kids how to be drug dealers.